someone told me that the hardest part of being a YouTuber is not having an intro, or not knowing how to bump into your subscribers or your fans or your followers, or say, yo, welcome to my channel. Like, it's everyone says it. Yeah. So I'm actually trying to figure out how to tell everybody, yo, a new day, new video, same channel. You know, I'm just trying to figure it out. Alright, so I'm like, it's a new day, new video on my channel, good vibes with a pinch of cruise. Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Alright, so I'm positioned now. New day, new video on my channel, good vibes with a pinch of cruise. Yeah, so today I will be doing more of like diary series where I will be talking about personal stuff about myself. So it's like a segment in this channel. There are different segments, so like the channel is true, but today for the course of this, let me just tell you that this is what they call diaries. So this is my life diary where I'm talking about what I need you to know about myself, but I'll be saying it. Yeah, so today I'll be taking you guys through the journey of 26 lessons I've learned in the past 26 years of my life. Alright, so as we grow every day in our lives, we learn something new. Maybe not from the first day they gave birth to you. It might take you up to when you're 16, it might take you up to when you're 15 to actually start figuring out things in your life. But sometimes all these things coming at once, you just get to learn them at a particular phase of your life. But for the past 26 years of my life, these are like some of the lessons I've learned as a person. So the first lesson, which is actually very important, is love yourself to avoid see finish. I learned that in my current relationship. So basically, you have to love yourself first before you can now push out love to somebody else. Now, this helps you to know when to take it or not to take it. So, for example, if you love somebody, you love yourself basically, and it will help you to understand that there's a worth you have. So when you love yourself and someone that you claim to love, or someone that claims to love you begins to start doing like some kind of see-finish behavior, you know how to clear that person straight because you love yourself. You figure it out immediately because you love yourself. And I think that's it. I've started loving myself, and I could now start figuring out things. Sometimes, which is number two, sometimes silence is not always the best answer for the fool. You have to learn how to respond, but not react. What do I mean by this? Tell that person, you've annoyed me. It will help you not to carry anger or grudges for so long. You tell that person, this is how I don't like what you did. But don't react in the sense that you start wanting to fight, to start wanting to make that person feel like so worse than what that person has done to you. Just clear the person. Sometimes they help. Clear. If you choke, guy, ask for help or figure it out. It's actually okay not to know. It's not everything that you must know. So if you choke you like this, just please. Just say it out. I beg you, don't choke me, or I need help. Explain this to me. Understand? One of the fourth things I learned is you don't play God. Yeah. I've learned this in church recently, and it made me remember that yes, I've actually learned this in my life, in my journey. You don't play God. Don't go the fast way because you want to get to what you pray to God for. You understand? That's one thing I've learned in my life. You don't play God. Let God handle the will. He is never too late. He always comes right on time. I don't know. Motivational speakers, so they can argue this is my fifth lesson, but I will still say you don't have to read books all the time to be a great entrepreneur, but you just have to be knowledgeable. Research things, have a good knowledge of things. But reading books, because yes, people tell you that you're making mistakes because you don't read books. No, people, there are storytellers. I could watch movies, I could listen to TED Talks, I could listen to shows, I could listen to things actually learn. But for me, I don't feel like reading books. I'm not like some people tell you read one book a day. No, I'm not that kind of person. I easily get distracted. So if you tell me to read one book a day, I might forget what I read like 2 days before. Understand? So you don't have to always read books. It's not compulsory to read books to be a great entrepreneur. It's so funny. People think I'm an extrovert. I'm an extrovert, or maybe should I call myself an extroverted loner? I don't know. But I felt while I was growing up, I figured out that being an extrovert is actually a means of survival. So that you are, let me say, you want to talk to people, you want to be, so it's a means of survival. It helps you. So for example, if you're in your house and then something finishes in your house and it's not on your, though it's not always in everybody's habit to always go and ask for their neighbor for something, but being an extrovert, saying hello, saying hi, minding yourself, respecting yourself, it would actually help you to say, hey neighbor, please, I actually need this quickly. I would rebuzz you back when I sort myself out. Not everybody's going to be like you. That is another lesson I've learned. So if you're kind, don't expect everybody in the world to be kind. If you're wicked, don't be expecting everybody in the world to be wicked like you. If you're a gossip, don't expect everybody in the world to be a gossip like you. So it's not everybody's going to be like you. So that if you're good, don't expect everybody to be good. If you're bad, don't expect everybody to be bad. One other thing I learned again is that when you spend time with people, there are tendencies that you start picking traits from them. So for example, you're with someone that is very organized, or someone that is actually good in speaking well, or you're around someone that knows how to like market well or network properly, or someone that is a thief. Depends on whatever person you actually hang around with. Now, you see that you start seeing tendencies of yourself being in the traits of that person, or that person. You start learning how. So for me, I've learned a lot of things from people. Like for example, drinking water. Like I remember when I used to take Bosca. It's a drug that you have to take for migraines, because I actually used to have crazy migraines. It was just a thing. Once I take Bosca in my mouth, my headache stops, or my migraine just subsides. And it became a habit. I started taking it every single time. And then I met Kelvin, and he said, it's not necessary you need to take drugs. Why don't you drink water? Why don't you take fruit? Why don't you exercise a bit? You see, this migraine thing will stop. Trust me. It stopped because it was a mindset thing. So you see yourself, you start having traits. Though he's that kind of person, like, oh, I do therapy, I do water therapy, but it's still a mindset thing. So when you're around people, you get to start behaving like them. You get to start wanting to behave, talk like them, walk like them, dress like them. You understand? Though it's different for some people, but I feel like it is for me. Another thing I learned is TV becomes very boring. I can even stay in the whole house without having a TV and I'm fine. But then people will say, oh, it shows that you don't have money, it's a lie. Okay? TV becomes very boring. You wouldn't even want to watch TV, you don't have the time, you're always on your phone, you know. See, that's it. Another thing is, things will always find its way. Yeah, things will always find its way. What do I mean by that? So, you're in, I don't know if you've ever been in this situation before where, okay, someone will start calling you all of a sudden, you have cash, and then they start calling you they want to use money to go and carry the gate up in the house. Your family members will start calling you that they're contributing money for so and so person's wedding. Now, they didn't call you before for those things. Do you understand? Have you also noticed that when you just personally say, I'm not doing it, those things actually find its way? You see that wedding goes, even with or without you. You see that gate, no one will even enter that house to come and steal anything with that gate down, or whatever the situation is. So things will always find its way. You should actually learn how to figure that out in this life. Another thing is, whatever anybody thinks about you shouldn't matter. Like I said before, not everybody is going to be like you. So whatever they say about you, it shouldn't matter. If it's good, if it's bad, it shouldn't change your journey goals. Keep going, keep being you, keep flourishing, keep being a star that you are, keep going. Whatever they think about you, it shouldn't matter for you at all. Yeah, this one, people will say, it's correct to say fall in love with somebody, but I feel it's growing. I actually figured out that it is rise in love and not fall in love. Yeah, your love should rise you or take you to the next level and not push you down to the other level. So when you love somebody, there should be changes. Is it the way you glow? Is it the way you're becoming financially stable? Is it the way you're achieving things? Is it the way you're getting closer to God? Is it the way you're building a relationship with people? Falling in love is good, but rising in love is the best. Yeah, health is an asset. This one, I'm still struggling a bit in it, but I've now understood that health is an actual asset, in the sense that when you're healthy, you will make more money, you will meet more people, you will hang out a lot, you will enjoy life, you will chop life, you'll be in different places. You wouldn't be caught on a sick bed all the time. So it's an asset. With that health, with being healthy, you can achieve a whole lot of things. Learn to create memories. Yeah, I love creating memories. Yeah, as a content creator, I love creating memories. I love being happy wherever I go to. I love changing stuff, and that's that about that. Yeah, value skills, not degree. It's so funny. This particular lesson, it took me the whole graduation of life to understand that I have to value skills, not degree. I studied communication and performing arts. Yes, it's helped me to be able to communicate properly the things I have, understand things differently. But you see those skills I have, like these shoemaking skills, my graphic design skill, my content creation skills, my marketing skills, all these single thing are skills I built over the years. My degree didn't teach me that. Do you understand? So I actually value my skills more than I value my degree. I value my degree, but I value my skills more than I value my degree. Yeah, what you believe shapes you. So if you believe that you're a great person, it pushes you towards the path of being a great person. If you believe that you're a foolish person, it pushes you down to part where foolish people go down to. So what you believe actually shapes you. If you believe that God is the greatest, you see great things happening in your life. So that's just it. If you fail, it's not you that's the failure. It might be the situation surrounding that thing that led to that failure. So you're not a failure. You would always pick up. So I've been in situations whereby I expected to be in tops, and I see myself down, or I see myself not even being in any list at all, and I start feeling bad. Am I a failure? No. I sat down, I thought about it. So as I was growing, I figured out as my life journey that it's not me. It's just that situation. Maybe I didn't pick things. I didn't see the area or the particular journey properly, or I didn't survey properly to go into it. You understand? So that's it. There's time. You don't need to rush things. So people that I know are done with, higher degrees in academy. Some of them are married. Some of them have kids. Some of them have like big things going on for them. I feel like it's like JJ. I don't need to stress it. I just take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Sweet Jesus. Tomorrow we're asking from you. Anyways, I don't know how to sing. So that's that about that. Be very intentional about the kind of friendships you're building. The friendships you're building are the network or the network your children are going to have. So for example, if you're building people that don't even have anything to offer as friends, imagine your children going to certain situations or certain places and they cannot even say, let me call my mom or let me call my dad to be able to call so and so auntie or uncle to help me. You see, you have to be very intentional about your friendships that you're building. You need to save for the rainy days, please. If I tell what happened to me in March, like January was chilled, February was chilled, but March, oh my God, March was like everything just went and just shut off. It wasn't like I wasn't saving for the rainy days. I didn't just save for the rainy days in February. So in March, it really affected me, you understand? Because there were so much bills that I could not even understand where they were coming from, you understand? So that was that about that. And I think it helped and molded me properly for April, May, June, July, that we're in right now. So you have to learn how to explore things, explore places, create memories. Like I said, travel as much as you can. let me tell you why it's good to explore. So I've been in Nigeria for like a very long time, and then I had the opportunity to like, okay, let me go to Jan, and I Jan there straight up. And when I Jan there, since I came back, it has changed my mindset. It has changed a whole lot of things about me. My mindset about money has changed. I just felt like money is meant to be spent. You understand? When it comes in, that portion that is for spending, spend it. Don't, if you save it too much, you end up, like, my mindset just changed. If you need something, go for it. Knowing sometimes no more, it's not longer my thing. Like, as you can see, my space is so quiet. It's just on my own. And so that leads me to the next lesson I've learned. Learn to live alone. It's not every time you need people around you. You need your alone time. When you're alone, you begin to see things that when you're with people, you're so distracted to see. Do you understand? So when you're on your own, you sit down, you start thinking even way deeper than before. Sleep is very important. Like, I slept 6 hours on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I slept 6 hours on Monday. Yes, fine. It was part of the fact that I was sad that Sunday didn't go as I wanted it to go. But trust me, that sleep I slept, when I woke up, my mindset about things changed. Like, I figured out the right video to post. You understand? I started thinking of what I wanted to post even for September. I started thinking about things. You know, sleep actually helps massage your brain. Oh wow. Money doesn't buy happiness, but money creates happiness. So when you have money to buy every single thing you want anytime, haven't you created happiness for yourself? You have now, so that's just it. Money wouldn't buy you happiness, but money will create you happiness. So, somebody will tell me that I want to yap. I'm not yapping you. If you're 9 to 5, I really appreciate it. Keep going, doing what you're doing, keep it. But then, for me, when I grew up, I figured out 9 to 5 wouldn't make you rich. You wouldn't get where you want to get. You just keep doing things. But then, I also figured out again that it's not everybody that's supposed to be an entrepreneur. And it's not everybody that's supposed to be a 9 to 5. You see some people that really have like great things going on for them if they actually get their own businesses and they know, but just the fear of the unknown keeps them going there. And then you see some people still want you to do 9 to 5, and then it's their thing. Or you see some people coming into the entrepreneurship space when 9 to 5, when they are supposed to even be people working under people like in great positions and making more than what they're actually making as entrepreneurs and suffering themselves. So sometimes I just feel like it's a balanced thing. 9 to 5 wouldn't make you so rich, but it will get you to certain places where you know the right things to do. And at the same time, not everybody's going to be an entrepreneur. So I think one of the last things I actually learned is it's better to politely say no than say yes. And you'll be in a fix doing something you don't want to do at the end of the day. It will help you. Because when you start doing that thing that you said yes to do, and then you start doing it, and you're angry, you're grumbling, you're sad, you're nagging, you're complaining, you see, the person that you said yes to begins to see that you're not doing it from your heart. So it's better to politely say, no, Joe. That was one other thing I learned from traveling. You see people, when they thought, no, please, and they just go. They've told you that thing straight. They are not good. You see them talking to you the next hour, the next minute. But they've already told you no, and they're not giving you high hopes. Understand? Not telling someone I will see what I can do. Like, that habit is so bad. Like, I learned that from my first 26 years in this life. So that's it. You can add more things you've learned. And I remember I could see if there'll be things I need to start figuring out in the upper years of my life. Maybe the next time I'm going to be doing this, things I've learned in the past so of my life, maybe when I'm 30. So these are things I've learned in the past 26 years of my life, and I'm still open to improving. I'm still open to learning more things. You understand? So these things plus maybe extra 4 things or extra 5 things are the things I'll be learning when I'm 30, and I'll be saying it again to people. So help us God to be alive there. But that's just it. You understand? Let's all keep learning things. Like, you see these things, you learn them. Like, I was actually writing some of them here. Yeah. So you learn them, you document them, you help yourself to, you understand, to keep pushing yourself, to keep learning, to keep being a better version of you. Like, the most important things I've learned here is love yourself, don't play God. Not everybody will be like you. Improve on yourself, value the skills you have. So many other things. I love the fact that I was able to say this particular diary series of myself, and I'll be doing more videos as time goes on. And I really want to say thank you to everyone that has always been watching. I could see you guys, the love you showed on my Netflix assumed video. It was so encouraging. It showed that you guys are always out there looking out for what Chito has to offer. So this lessons is for myself, it's for people that have not figured out what they really want to figure out in life. It's for people that are looking for a well-defined definition of how life is for them or how life is to them. So it's a video you need to share with your friends. If you watched to this particular level of the video, then I think you should subscribe. You should turn on the post notification, because I'll be dropping another video sometime this week. And also, please ignore that noise. It's from outside. I don't know where it's coming from. And also, you also need to share this post. And don't forget, most importantly, comment. Let me see in the comment section what you feel or what you learned that I learned. Or let's see if we're twins or something. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye. See you in my next video.